Do you need complete customization in your lumen output from your flashlights? Hey folks, welcome to the channel. Welcome to another episode here at Gideon's Tactical. I am your host, Aaron. And today we're looking at the Nitecore MT22C flashlight. And what sets this apart from most other flashlights on the market is that it has a completely adjustable lumen output with this wheel up here that you can choose from 0.5 lumens all the way up to 1,000, including a strobe feature. Now, there may be some great aspects to that, and there may be some drawbacks to this feature that I want to break down with you today, show you what it can do, what it can't do, and whether or not this is the right flashlight for you. So let's go ahead and get to it and see what it can do. Okay, we're gonna hit the main aspect here, particularly power and just how the main feature of this light really works. Now, what we're looking at here is going to be on maximum throw, which is going to be 1,000 lumens. You're going to have an hour of battery life, and then if you spin the power wheel, that's what I'm going to call it, all the way down to the moonlight mode, which is 0.5 lumens, you're going to get 500 hours out of that. So there's a massive change in the amount of battery life and the amount of lumens that you have at your disposal with this light. All right, so to actuate the light, you have this really nice pronounced button that is recessed, so you can totally stand it up on its end and leave it standing if you want to. And there's two options. Basically, you can either half press it and it will turn on, and then as soon as you let go, it will turn off. So there is that aspect. It kind of takes a second for it to kind of turn on, as you're seeing there. It takes, maybe 1 second for it to go to full brightness, or you can just click it on and then it stays on. And it will stay on whatever setting the wheel was last left on. So again, it's very easy to actuate this. Nice spinning motion there. And really cool that you can, just customize whatever lumen setting you want, which is really nice. Now, there is a strobe feature that I'm about to hit, so if you have issues with that, turn away now or skip ahead a little bit. But if you snap it into place, it will strobe at that 1,000 lumens, burst mode basically. And then you snap it off. So there's a little click to get into there. The only problem that I have with the wheel really overall in this aspect is that before actually getting over the little switch to go to strobe, it will start strobing if I just press against it. So when you're trying to get to max lumens, which is 1,000 lumens, sometimes you'll hit the strobe by mistake, and it's annoying because it actuates before actually snapping over the little bump and getting into the strobe feature. I would have liked to have it really clear that it's not going to accidentally go into strobe mode unless you click it over. That would be my only critique with the wheel. The wheel works really well. The amount of lumens, and particularly at the 1,000 lumens at 185 meters, is going to give you a really good throw. I was also lining it up against another O-light that we're running in right now that's about 900 lumens, and on the right-hand side is the O-light, and on the left-hand side is the Nitecore that I'm showing you right now. And so very competitive with what else is out there on the market, which I really like. And the wheel does its job of giving you total customization, which is a really cool feature that you don't see in a lot of other lights. Now, the only drawback that I really see with the wheel, aside from it, again, instigating that strobe, and I haven't yet switched it to strobe. So if there was just a little more clarity with that wheel, that would have been a positive. But the wheel could be bumped. So I would not say that this is really a true tactical light, because if you leave it at a certain setting and then you're pulling it out of your pocket really quick, it might spin the wheel to full strobe, and you don't want that, or it might bump it the opposite way, and now you have like 6 lumens pointing at somebody if you need it in a tactical scenario. So that's really the only thing that I see. Now, for most people, that's not what you're going to be using this light for. You construction workers, outdoorsmen, inspectors, different things like that, mechanics. It's not an issue. It's a non-issue. But if you are looking for a true tactical, like I want to blind somebody, if they were to approach and disorient them enough to either defend myself or get away or whatever it may be, the wheel could be moved in your pocket or in the pouch that it comes with, and then give you either more or less lumens than you really want, versus, say, a normal light that would just be actuated with the switch. So just things I want to point out. Then you're going to have 2 battery options, either 18650 battery, with a maximum run time of 500 hours, and that's where you're going to get the maximum power output. That's where you're going to get the maximum hours, is when you use that battery. Or you can use 2 CR123 batteries as well. So there's 2 different options that you have at your disposal with this flashlight. Now, when we're talking about these batteries, they are becoming more and more accessible, which is a positive. When I still look for my EDC or survival systems, I still prefer AA, AAA, just because they're more accessible, they're cheaper, and they're lighter to carry. But you're never going to get usually the amount of lumens for how few batteries you have to use versus what these flashlights as well as these battery sources tend to offer you. So for those of you who do use your lights a lot, and particularly again either for tactical use or mechanics, construction workers, those type of things, and you need those higher output lumens for longer periods of time, then these battery sources, I think, are a good way to go. So this flashlight is going to run you between $50 and $60. It just depends on which battery you choose to go with. If you go with the 2 CR123 batteries, that's going to run about $50. If you want to go with the 18650, it is going to be about $60. So it just kind of depends on what you want. Again, links in the description below over to Amazon Blade HQ. When you guys use those hyperlinks, helps me get out there, do a lot of videos, produce what you see here on the channel on a regular basis. So if this light connects with you, or any gear in general, when you guys use those links in the description provided below, really helps me continue to do what we do. Now, Nitecore did send this over to me so I could test it out and give you guys my thoughts on whether or not it's going to be the right tool for the scenarios and situations you're looking for. All right, so a few other specs on the MT22C. And don't mind GT Jr. running around screaming and yelling and playing in the backyard. Got to do double duty sometimes when you're a dad and run a YouTube channel. So what we're looking at here is 1 inch in diameter. That's what the head diameter is going to be, is 1 inch. And then you're looking at 5.35 inches overall length, and it's going to weigh 3.24 ounces before you put in the battery. Made out of that heavy duty, aircraft grade aluminum, which is really nice. It is rated for IPX8, submergible under 2 meters, which is good, and then impact resistance 1 meter, which is pretty industry standard at this point in time. Now, a few other things that the light comes with: they are going to give you a spare button, a couple of spare O-rings, which is really nice. It is going to come with a really good pocket clip that is reversible, so you can snap it to either be lens up or lens down, which is really nice. It will come with a removable tactical ring. I have it on there so that you can not only lay it down and it won't roll, but also just gives you a really good grip right there to be able to push off and get that button actuated, which is a really nice plus. And then you are going to get this pretty inexpensive nylon sheath. I got a lot of fraying, nothing to write home about. You got a plastic D-ring, Velcro, and then kind of a Velcro belt or Pals webbing attachment there. So it will come with a little sheath as well. Well, folks, in conclusion, I really dig the flashlight, particularly the feature that is offered. I really hope that we see that on more lights down the line. The only critique that I have is the fact that it, doesn't really engage it does engage the strobe before actually clicking over to the strobe, and that I hope will be fine-tuned in future designs. And that I would not personally carry this as a tactical light, as a self-defense light, because the wheel could be bumped and then you could lose, that capability. But for actually like real use, like 99% of us will use, I think the wheel is an awesome feature that we can customize whatever lumens. For this scenario, I need really low lumens. For this scenario, I need really high lumens, and adjust anywhere in between versus being stuck with certain ones that the company has decided just by, actuating the rear button and cycling through, like is currently offered on most flashlights that exist out there. So I think it's a really cool feature. Looking forward to seeing it fine-tuned and added to more lights in the future. So I want to thank you guys for coming over here today and checking out the channel. Please subscribe, comment, like, share this video. Love to answer any questions that you guys have in the comments below. If you're not a current subscriber, I invite you to become part of the GT family. We throw videos like this up every single week, and you guys current subscribers, thank you so much for your continued support. Finally, always remember, stay equipped, stay prepared, and we'll see you out there.